It's Magic Millions time on the Gold Coast. Both the yearling sales and the racing captures the attention of the entire horse racing industry, and it's literally where racing dreams come true. Someone who will have a very busy time is James Harron from James Harron Bloodstock, and he's been good enough to join us from the GC. James, this is always a fantastic time for the industry.
It is. Good morning, Tim. It's all certainly starting to heat up here on the Gold Coast. It's an amazing event. We've got even so much as polo and show jumping happening today, and then the sale kicking off on the 11th of January. So it's all systems go.
It's an extravaganza, really, isn't it? And obviously tempered slightly by some of the restrictions that are going on at the moment. But Katie Page and Jerry Harvey have really kicked this up a gear with the polo and the sense of celebration that comes with not only the things in and around the sales and the racing, but everything that goes on the Gold Coast.
Oh, absolutely, Tim. It's they've turned it into just an absolute world-class event, and it's wonderful to see different aspects of horses, and be it equestrian, be it polo, be it now show jumping. These are all the grassroots sports that bring people through into racing, and as horse lovers, it's fantastic to bring it into such a carnival style event and to be able to include so many people.
Well, you've had your own you've had your own racing dreams come true at the Magic Millions. Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, look, Tim, it's been a fantastic hunting ground. We've been fortunate enough to be here with Capitalist and winning that race, and we've had some wonderful results of horses we've been able to purchase on behalf of our clients over the years, and most notably recently King's Legacy, who's back at stud. But it's been a wonderful hunting ground, and the results just speak for themselves, not just for us, but just across the board.
And there's some very clever synergy in between Magic Millions purchased horses and the race days, because they're $1 million races. What is there, $5 or $6 million races on the actual race day next week?
Yeah, that's right, Tim. So it originally sort of started as a race which was set up for the 2-year-olds to promote the fact that they'd come through this sale and those that the race put on, but now it's sort of extended out to what is now a $10 million race day, and we've got races right through to middle distance horses and fillies and mares, horses that haven't won a maiden yet. So it really does give everybody a chance that have purchased a horse at Magic Millions to come back and play for some seriously lucrative prize money.
And it's so great that it's on, isn't it? I know that there's a couple of little things that are different because of the world we're living in, but it's such an important start to the year for this industry that both you and I love and work in.
Yeah, absolutely, Tim. It's extremely important, and for your viewers out there that perhaps are new into or looking at racing or haven't been involved in it, this is what is the first yearling sale of the year. It's where people come to look at 1-year-old thoroughbred race horses, and these horses haven't been broken in. There's 1,200 on offer, and we're looking at those horses to see their conformation, to see their size, their physical attributes that maybe could make them good horses. So it's a long process of trying to inspect and find what you like. Those horses then get broken in, and as they turn 2, which is on the 1st of August for every thoroughbred in Australia, they then start racing from there on, from about September, October time. So this is the first sale of a series of 5 or 6 sales, which run right through to April. So it's extremely important. It sets the tone and obviously gets things rolling into the new year.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we get closer to autumn, the wonderful English sales, of course, the classic, and then we go to the Premier sales in Melbourne, and then the Easter sales. This is all part of a very important period in the horse racing industry. It's a real party up there too, isn't it, James?
Yeah, look, they've created, just like we mentioned, this magnificent, carnival style event, and people have for years now been bringing their families and getting involved in all the trimmings around the edges. There's all sorts of things for everybody, with some restrictions on. Few things will be missing, but most of it's still happening. Fortunately, with horse racing and the sales, a lot of it's outdoors, which is great. And obviously the polo and the show jumping will be outdoors. So A lot's still happening. It's a wonderful event, and everybody just has it as a must-do in their diaries every year.
I know you keep your cards close to your chest, but you've done a lot of your research already. Is there a few things that you're looking at particularly?
Yeah, look, we've been really pleased with what we saw. We initially started looking at the horses at their headquarters at home in the farms and mainly in the Hunter Valley. So we started having a little look there, and then the horses arrive here and start inspecting from about the 4th of January right through to the sale day on the 11th. So we've got probably 3/4 of the way through the catalogue, and we're pretty excited about what we've seen. We keep going through them and working out and narrowing down our shortlist, and then we speak with our clients and discuss a bit of strategy about what we might be targeting. And then it's sort of into the arena and into the auction and do our best.
Yeah, you beautifully kept your cards so close to your chest. You should go into politics, you know, when you get beyond this industry. But look, just looking at the state of the game, and look, you and I are friends, and John Massaro is another close friend of ours. It's really in a strong position, isn't it, at the moment? And due diligence in and around horse welfare is as good as it's ever been, and it continues to improve. And the whole industry itself, employing people of all ages, and the way that it gives young people particularly a certain sense of lift.
Absolutely, Tim. The industry, the horse industry as a whole, has really come, in a global sense, has come a long, long way in the last 10 years in a huge way. And it's become extremely popular. In Australia, it's gone absolutely through the roof. It's probably one of the most sophisticated, investable industries in the world. We've got a huge employment level. We've got what now is world-class welfare in place. We're really taking it to the next level, and it's become, what is a very, very popular sport, but also a lot of people looking at it as a business now also, where they are investing in horses. They've got portfolios of horses, and they're involved in the breeding game or the racing game. So it's a very, very exciting industry to be part of, and it's been very well governed here, and we've been able to put a lot of prize money back into the pockets of owners, and that's just been a huge thing to sort of grow and drive the industry here, and we're seeing huge participation as a result of that.
I know you've got a busy time of it over the next week and a half. Enjoy the odd little glass of something nice, and Happy New Year. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Tim. Much appreciated. Same to you.
And Racing Dreams Magic Millions, we have 2 special shows. Will air here on Sky News Wednesday. That's this Wednesday, January 12 at 6:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. And then on the Saturday, January 15 at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time is our second of our Racing Dreams shows, focusing on the Magic Millions.